Hi, I'm Chad with Crosse Archery. I'm here with Mark from Mathews and local hunting legend JJ here. He was just featured in the La Crosse Tribune about the fall that he's had so far this year, all with a Mathews bow in hand. We'll get to some of those stories at the end, but right now I'll just turn it over to Mark, who will tell us about the new V3.
Thanks, Chad. So this is the best time of year. It's something that, we get to show you what we've been working on all year, and every year is a little different, obviously, but especially this year, we had a unique opportunity to really take some time on certain aspects, but I'll just introduce them real quick. These are the V3s. There's something about the name that kind of people that have been following us for a few years will understand what that means. But really, it's the next iteration of some technologies that we've been going down the road on and taking it just to the extreme. So we'll start with this one. There's two axle-to-axle lengths. This is the V331. This is the longest riser to axle-to-axle bow that we've ever made to date. And what that means, and that's one of the main technologies that we've had for a few years, is that long, rigid riser is really the key to stability. Traditionally it's been axle-to-axle length, and someone would look at a 31 on a spec sheet and say, well, that's not traditionally a long bow. This is a stable bow. This has a riser that's longer than actually one of our target bows, and so to compare this to a target bow is exactly the goal with this thing, to get that stability in a compact hunting platform. So we took that technology, though, that long riser and a short compact axle-to-axle, and made something that we've never really done, and we've never thought we could. This is a ultra compact 27-inch axle-to-axle. So the riser idea and the technology in that is in this bow as well. And so the long riser, this is comparable, if you guys remember, to the Halon. This is comparable to a Halon 30 riser, but in a 27-inch axle-to-axle, which means you're not giving up stability when you go this compact and maneuverable, but this is made for that hunter that just needs that maneuverability, needs that compactness. This is the one I'm shooting right now. I just absolutely love it, and it's something that I, as a target archer too, I don't want to give up stability and accuracy ever, and so it has to pass that test. After that, it has to be as compact as possible to fit my style. So this one just landed for me. This bow is going to be the most stable bow that we've ever made. And so we're just super excited to just take that technology to the next step in the V3, and that's really where this whole thing started. But you notice a couple other things right off the bat too, and we're looking at a brand new roller guard system. This is called the center guard cable containment, and what this is actually placing the cables where they cross right in the middle of the bow. We've had where our burger button is the center of the bow in our cross-center cams, meaning that when you launch that arrow, the power from the top and the bottom and the angles are exactly the same. But what wasn't the same, you see this in the industry, is offset roller guards. And we knew this was something, and we would always compensate for it. There was different size rollers and whatever, but really we never had a perfectly centered cable, meaning that this angle and this angle are exactly the same. So that when you come to full draw and your cams touch the cables for the stops, your cams are actually perfectly timed now for the first times that the arrow and the cables are in the center. So out of the box tuning is going to be just a snap, because your top and bottom cam timing for the first time, like I said, is perfect when those are touching, not compensated at all by an offset roller guard. It also has a more streamlined look. It's lighter. It actually has an added benefit of more vane clearance than traditional ones, because before you had to shoot past a cable when you shot. Try to get your fletchings all the way past the cable. Right now you only have to miss this one point on the roller, so you can actually straddle that with your fletchings, whether you're shooting 3 or 4 vanes on your arrows. And then the last thing I want to touch on, in engineering in general, you're always trying to get something in the most condensed platform without sacrificing performance, and that's kind of evident in our new harmonic stabilizer. Over 20 years ago, we developed harmonic damping, and that's just developed over the years into when systems change, we need new dampers to handle that residual vibration. This brand new one is actually a lot smaller. You're noticing it's the nano size, which is the size in our stabilizer, but this is a brand new weight for us, and we're calling it Nano 740. Brand new weight in a proprietary elastomer that cancels the vibration specifically to this bow. This bow has unique harmonics that we had to dampen, and we couldn't sacrifice our what we're known for, which is that experience, that feel. And so this post-shot vibration is the least amount of vibration and sound that we've had, but in a way more compact version.
And you said each one are both lighter than the previous VXR, or than the VXR, you said?
They are. So we were able to do some things in the riser, in the cups, and the limb geometry that we actually cut a lot of weight. So this is a 4.5 pound. So if you would compare that to, which a lot of people will, to a VXR from last year, that was 4.66. This is 4.5 pounds. So we've cut quite a bit of weight, almost 0.2 of a pound. This one, it would be compared, let's say, to the VXR 28. This is 4.29. That was 4.44. So again, almost taking 0.4 of a pound, or 0.2 of a pound out of that bow, just in some of geometry that we were able to do to both better for the performance, because the limbs and limb cups, some of the geometry did, but also just cut that weight without sacrificing the robustness of the product.
And then you said too, for like Hobbit draw lengths like mine, and JJ's is a little bit longer. But then to a taller guy, you just switch out the mods, you said, and just ride your rock and roll?
Yeah, and that's what really where switch weight mods come really into play, because each draw length is actually programmed exactly for your draw length. So at 26.5, this thing's designed to be the most performance you can get out of a 26.5. You notice a lot of bows on the market are going to be a rotating mod. Those are programmed at 30 inches to look good on a spec sheet. These mods are individually programmed for each draw length and each draw weight. So you're able to switch that out for your preference and your draw length and know that you're getting the best performance you can out of that bow. So you're not sacrificing any more than you have to with a short draw length.
Right. And JJ, you got to shoot it. What'd you think about it?
I really liked it. I like the fact that it's a lot lighter. It allows me to put weight where I want to put weight on the bow to fit my shooting style. The longer riser, it's just more stable for me, and of course, it allows me to do what I want to do for my shooting style.
So do you think you will kill more animals with the V3 next year than you did with the VXR this year?
I can only hope so.
I think if he doesn't, he has to
It's a
take
tall
Mark and I out
order.
to lunch, don't you think?
Yeah, totally.
Probably a steak dinner maybe even.
Yeah, because the bar's set so high.
Right,
so
yeah. I mean, you can only go up from here, right?
Well, yeah, 2020 was a bad year for everyone but me.
And how many animals have you killed in 2020?
Oh boy, a lot.
I mean, you shot, when we were in South Dakota, you had a pronghorn, you had an elk before that.
Yep, pig, turkey, and then 3 whitetails so far.
What about the mountain lion? Was that
That was 19.
that was 2019?
Yep.
Ooh, you could have padded your stats there. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully this year goes just as good. I'm sure the V3 is going to be a straight killer, just like the VXR was, probably even a little better.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks for our time, and thank you guys for joining us. And thanks
Absolutely.
for explaining everything, man. I appreciate it.
We're pretty excited.
Happy hunting.